Today, I'll be telling you whether Mortenax Blade or Yaoguang Rerun are worth playing for or not. People are thinking Blade is very universal, so it's time to kinda dispel that notion real quick. But before that, let me tell you about today's sponsor, Enjoy GM, the best platform for topping up any in-game currencies for the games you play. Just enter your UID and server info, and the currency will be delivered straight to your accounts. No password or login needed, so it's totally risk-free. As a new user, you'll get an 8% off coupon and enjoy discounts of up to 22% on popular games like WoWA and NTE. Besides that, they also run promotions on a variety of other popular games. The best part is, you can still claim top-up bonuses and everything that you can usually claim in-game from topping up on Enjoy GM. They are even PCI DSS certified, meaning every payment is encrypted and meets the highest global benchmark. I'm not even being biased here, the Trustpilot review speaks for themselves. So, what are you waiting for? Click on the link in the description and save big while supporting my channel. Anyways, let's start with Yaoguang Rerun. Nothing really changed from my previous video on her. She's still useless outside of elation comps, but we have a couple more elation comps than before. She's the undoubtedly best support for elation in general, and will stay that way pretty much forever since she has no place out of elation. People were doom posting her in elation teams a lot due to energy shenanigans and whatnot, but after Silverwolf and Evanescence released, it can be said that no matter what the elation DPS kit looks like, Yaoguang will always be their BIS. It makes no sense for people to doom post Yaoguang value in elation teams specifically anyways, since all of her issues are only seen if you aren't using an elation DPS. People are praying for Annihilation Siren, but that doesn't seem too likely either since Nihilix is confirmed to be a DPS at this point, which might actually rug pull Silverwolf completely. Evanescence can still be used in non-elation comps, which I've showcased numerous times, but Silverwolf can't, so she's getting rug pulled to oblivion. Regardless, as I was saying, Yaoguang is 100% worth playing for if you want to invest in any elation team. Whether those teams are worth investing in is up to you, but if you already have pieces, you need Yaoguang to keep playing them. I didn't mention this last time, but she has a good gacha locked achievement too. I thought you can break it with a bug, but apparently that doesn't work. If you want 100% achievement, you need Yaoguang. Now on to Mortenax Blade. He is actually extremely OP right now, but also extremely niche. This is because you won't get full usage of his kit in a lot of teams, especially if you run Sustainless or only have one Nihility. You might think you can get by with his raw amp, but that is honestly copium with how the game direction is heading. If you can't make full usage of a character's kits, expecting them to be BIS or even second BIS over another support, especially when the game is spamming dedicated supports, is honestly a delusion. Like for example, he might be BIS for Saber right now due to Saber being the one DPS that has received absolutely zero after sales and have literally no teammates, so even Welt and Mortenax are good enough to be considered her BIS. But that will change literally next patch with Fate's Collab Part 2, which is exactly what I'm talking about. To utilize Blade's full kits, you either need to be best in slots with a sustain so Blade's sub DPS can never drop off, or you need a Nihility unit so it doesn't matter if his damage drop off. This is because after V3 you need a healer to be able to maintain his damage. Otherwise you'll waste ult on reapplying his zone debuff and can't even use skill due to needing to save HP, so you don't die before you can reapply ults. And if you can't do consistent damage, his trace buffing to his damage becomes useless, so you need a Nihility unit to make a buff ult's damage instead. The only two comps that can almost fully utilize his kits right now are Caster's team and Acheron's team. Caster's already has Mono Rem, but Blade is really good for if you want to do the split strategy. It even lets her be competitive with Evernight DPS with Siren. This is obviously due to her already being BIS with a healer. and the bonus fact that losing HP also charges her. But since Casters already has Mono Rem, which is the equivalent of a Calamity in HSR, Blade obviously can't compete with the full package, meaning as a true BIS, he only has Acheron. Acheron is already best used with 2 Nihilities from her release, and she's only going to get better from here since Jiaoqiu Nova Flare will have a heal, meaning she'll even be able to utilize the sub-DPS aspect of Blade's kits alongside everything else. Right now her utilization is only at 80%, same as Casterus, where Casterus' flaw lies in not being able to utilize his ult's damage amp. Basically, if you want to do Memo Split or revive Acheron, pull Mortenax Blade. His E2 brings Acheron to top 3 DPS, even in King in check. There's even a miscellaneous reason for pulling him, which is why I might pull him despite never using him on my waifu's only accounts. And that is the fact that he gives the MC a pretty good cosmetic item. Fire Ring is peak aura, so why not waste 100 pulls for it? That's all for today, and I'll see you in the next one.